Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Now it's Herbert. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Play action. It's Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This is Smith with a grab. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Alexander Madison, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. Herbert running left off the option. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Achane gets it from the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down, Chargers.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. A first carry for Najee Harris. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They run again with Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Chargers. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. The return man is Hill. Returning it, Hill. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Miami's offense set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. Sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Will Dissly, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Tua now on first down. It's caught on the right side. It's Snell. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he's up to the 43. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. The end result, 21 yards. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 59 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Johnston on the quick slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 50, here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Herbert off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Nice move at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
Now 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's Hill, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third and 2. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tua. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give this to Achane. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Waddle, the motion man right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Nick Westbrook-Akine from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chargers ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Open man here is Conklin. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who's the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Achane gets it from the gun. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. The offense on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get, 9 out of 10.
This will be 3rd and 5. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.